Alright, it's that time for the conclusion of Ashran, April 28, 2025. Got all the AVM up in the house. We're fighting them. We did port a bunch of them on the side over there. Yeah, buddy. That's the whole thing. We got enough warlocks. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Just keep porting them inside and picking them off one by one. All you got to do is just make sure that your healers have the boss focused, so that way they can't just quickly zerg the boss and pull this one out for them. We're trying to hold them here at the gate. Obviously, if they do pull the boss, you want them close enough to the gate like this. This way, one of their people on their team can pull aggro, and the boss will run out and reset. There are some bugs that can happen if the boss dies while resetting too, which the Augie Premade did find out recently within the last week or so. That was a pretty funny match right there for sure, especially when they cheated by using toys before the gate opened to try and slow us down from getting to the ancient artifact. Now we're taking out the DK. Got the tank that's all up in our base right now. The Grand Marshal is still pretty high on health. It's not even showing up on capping. Usually when it doesn't show up on capping, the boss is 100%. I do have the High Warlord on focus. You want to make sure somebody is targeting the boss that has capping. Otherwise, the boss's HP will not get relayed out to the rest of your team. Now the boss has been pulled. You can see capping shows up, bouncing back and forth between 99 and 100%. Let's take out the Demon Hunter now. We got a good 20-point lead right now, man. They tried to push in, and we just pretty much decimated them. Looks like we got the DH down. There we go. Now they got a couple Blood DKs to worry about. The Blood DKs can't kill the boss by themselves. They have a few more DPS rushing in. Let's see if we can finish off this DK here. Normally, you want to stun them when they get low HP. And you want to try and disarm them afterwards, right? That's what you got to do. Looks like their Blood DK has taken over the top healing on the chart. Flick, 1.4 billion. We are pumping damage into their Blood DK. I'm working on taking off the healer. Yeah, there we go. Got one of their priests down. Most of their healers are history and are running back. Now they have a warrior tank in the house. We have taken out one of the Blood DKs. Warrior tank's probably the next one to die, maybe? I don't know if warriors have exactly the same survivability as Blood DK, but there are some pretty good warrior tanks out there as well. We want to make sure to get them out of here. Nice. Pull the Blood DK away from people. The less people that are around the Blood DK, the better. Obviously, if there's nobody in melee range, the Blood DK cannot use any death strikes to heal themselves up. Doesn't even matter if they had runic power to do it or not. We got them fighting in the back over here. Way far away from the boss. Should be able to take him out. I'm popping off some Chaos Bolts to get some big damage, right? But tanks do take more damage in PvP. You can see I'm hitting for almost 4 million there. There's 1.7. Now he's got Tombstone up. Not going to die at this particular spot. We probably should worry about pumping damage into some other targets. We do have to take out 69 more to win with this strategy for sure. And the Blood DK is back in the mix of things. Our boss is at 93, 90%. Spam heal the boss. The boss is trying to run out. Now see if I can get a port. Maybe? Got one pretty close there. Did I get anyone? Yeah, I got a few. There we are. Need the hunters over on that side using Binding Shot though. If you can Binding Shot them down, there you go. A nice little ring from the monks. Perfect. Nice, we got a healer there. Finish off the lock. Take out their only warlock that can port us, and we're golden, right? Finish off Hex next. Priest healer. Got 13, 16, 17 targets on them. 18. They are history, finally. It's kind of funny, man, that it takes that many people to take out a priest. That is kind of ridiculous, right? Another priest is going to go down. Mage is history, and so is Belladonna the Pally. We're doing really good, man. They keep pushing in, though. As long as they keep pushing in, we'll keep getting those kills, stacking those points up. That's the best thing about Ashran. There is no way to regain enforcements. Once you run out, you are done. You can't just use any part of the map to just gain more The mines don't give you anything, etc., etc. There's zero way to gain and only ways to lose. Nice port again. There we are. Get all the ones that got ported in. I'm trying to get a stun off. I got my Inferno. Lots and lots of them are over there. Nice little ice wall to prevent some of them from leaving. Take out the healer. Shaman is history. They're all running, man, like roaches with the lights coming on. Now the boss is under attack once again. They're going to try and pull the boss to the front. Doesn't even matter, though. We are just farming them at this particular point. Is that the same shaman we just dropped? They reincarnate? Maybe. Here comes some more of the healers rushing into the base. Take out these healers. When they have no heals, they have zero chance of pushing into our base. That priest is taking a lot of damage. They're popping off some cooldowns now, and they're starting to fall back. Yep. Obviously, they know when they're in trouble, they start to run. I'm going to try to get another port off. I got to get closer. There we go. Close enough. Running over here. Running back this way. You can get up top. Perfect. Sometimes you want to put a gateway from here onto the bridge as well, like you see. That in case they grip you onto the bridge, you'll have a gateway you can click to get back for sure. Looks like we got one of their DKs down. The boss is going to run up to the front once again. We have plenty of healers spamming on heals on the boss and everything else. You probably want to make sure the boss stays dispelled too. I don't know if they can slow the boss or not, but you definitely do not want the boss running slow, that's for sure. Looks like the mage has got ice block up. How about the paladin? Yeah, they got no bubble. If we can pump some damage into paladin, they will be down. Nope, not quite. The mage instead. Mage is history, yep. Now we nice gripped into one of their grippers. Anti-magic shell, so that means I can't do anything to them, but physical damage can still be done to them. Looks like we've taken out one more in the back. We got 39 more HKs, 38 to go. Keep them coming, man. Pumping up some chaos bolts. Oh, I don't know if I got the kill or not, but that was a big hit. Looks like I did not. Now they're finally down. There it is. Warriors up here. We have a lot of people that are really up front. Whenever you run with this strategy, you do not need a lot of people that are sitting here in front of the bridge like this, just waiting for it to be death gripped. They do have, what, 3 death knights, so they should be, gripping and pulling some people as well. Got to be careful with that. That's one thing, too, when you're a warlock, if you're going to port them, and then you get gripped onto the bridge and taken out, that means you got to run back from the graveyard and re-put your circle down where you want to port them to once again. They're just pushing back into our base once again. I think at this point, they're just trying to do a no guts, no glory strategy. They're going to have to try and just go all in and just zerg the shit out of the boss if they want to win this one. We got, 4 monk healers? It might be rough for him to actually take the boss out with 4 monk healers. As long as all 4 of our monks are on the boss and spam, overflowing mist, it's pretty much GG for them, right? Because the boss will just constantly get healed every time it takes damage. Plus, they'll have life cocoons to put on the boss and all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Yeah. I think this one is pretty much in the history books. Looks like Red Rum has taken over the top damage right now on his Hunter. There it is. Monk's history. 23 more points. Get them one by one. Sometimes, man, that's what you got to do. Granted, like I said, some people might think this strategy is not very strong, but hey, whenever you don't have the strongest team, sometimes you got to play to your advantage with the terrain, right? Obviously, if we can hide over here to the side like this, it's hard for them to do any damage right there on that bridge, and then we can spam damage all over that bridge, port people in, root them in place over here by the port, and just drop them, This priest is history. That's another healer down. 14 more kills. Blood DK is going to go down for sure. Wow, yeah. Some of the blood DKs haven't quite gotten the hang of the mechanics. Looks like their lock is trying to do some ports now too. You can see he got a port on him. 5 seconds. Nope. Bye-bye. Go back to the graveyard. Make sure you loot all the bodies. You want to make sure they are running back constantly. Now they're fighting our boss once again. Blood DK's history. At this point, we decided to just push out of the base We have more than enough lead to sustain any kind of loss we're going to take for sure. We only need 9 more kills. Focus down these healers. The rest of them will start running like roaches with the lights coming on. Got one down there. Looks like the Pally's got bubble in another 27 seconds, but they're going to run anyways. Mage's history. Let's get on to the Hunter. Hunter still has Turtle, so you got to be careful on that. Doesn't get a chance to use it and goes down. Now it looks like the Monk and the rest of the team, they are all running. They see that we are pushing back to them now. That's all it takes, man. Get some of their healers down, and their team just falls apart because they don't have their healers up that were healing the healers. Pretty much, right? Got the Monk down. 3 more kills. Looks like Demon Hunter is probably going to be one of them. Let's take down Honey Nut Cheerios one more time. Get him out of here. Should be out of here soon. Nope, he's going to try and fail rush. Got him. And looks like we got one more for the kill. Is it going to be the Blood DK? Are we going to really waste time trying to take out the Blood DK one last time? Make sure that they get 1 death at least. Yes, we are. 13-0, man. Not bad. I will take. Looks like Red Rum had the top damage and top killing blows for our team. Martyr and Mad Foo for the top hills.
May all of your random battlegrounds be epic. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Until next time, GG for the Horde.